My name is Will Hess. I'm here on behalf of Pat Dion. We're also part of Costigan and Hess, which will be doing the work on the building. At the harbor board meeting, there was some question as to what the metal might have been on the lower level roof, and at that time we agreed to do the rolled tin on the lower level. I have a couple photographs here that date to 1890, and it shows the standing seam on the lower roof also. I would ask that we be allowed to also put the standing seam back like it was in 1890. I have photographs if you'd like to see them.
You can show them to us. Have you seen these, Jim? Okay. Can you come up and make recommendation to council?
Yeah, the difference in the photo is that as opposed to a flat seam roof, there would be a standing seam roof as shown in this photo, and the recommendation where I make is that as long as the configuration is similar to the photo, I think it would be appropriate, meaning that the standing seam should be no higher than 1 inch, and the width of the panel should be similar to what's in this photograph.
So the standing seam should be no more than 1 inch, is that what you said?
High, yes. High.
Okay.
Right.
Do you want to pass the pictures around for council to see?
Jim, that was on the pent roof?
This is the pent roof running along the front, yes. Just the pent roof.
Also asked too that while we're doing the work and that stuff, we're looking at doing scaffolding for a lot of different reasons. One, for the safety of the citizens so they can walk through it. I don't know if that's a special permit in Newtown or whether I just get it through the building department or what that process is.
I think you probably have to go to Joanne. You need to speak with Joanne Brown because
Okay.
you'll be obstructing a sidewalk. You need to talk to her about what you need to do. So the request from the applicant is to amend the motion to change the pent roof to a standing seam roof with the standing seams no more than 1 inch and the width of the panels no greater than what is shown in this photo from
1890.
1890? Okay. Do you wish to amend your motion?
I
John?
will amend it to read the pent roof that's all I need to amend it on?
The amendment was that to amend it to state that the pent roof,
Would be less than 1 inch, similar
Yeah.
to the photo, right. I would like to amend it.
okay. And then, is there a second on the amendment, or whoever seconded? I'll second. Okay. And then I believe we have to vote on the amendment to the motion. Is that how that works?
We discuss.
Can we have a discussion first on
We certainly can.
I guess my question is, so the upper roof then, will that be the gray slate line shingles?
Yes, it will.
And can you tell from that picture, was that a slate roof in that picture? So
Here's it was.
in essence, you're going back to what the appearance was in 1890 then?
Correct.
Any other questions? So we have an amendment to the motion, and I'll have to ask the parliamentarian here. We should vote on approval of the amendment to the motion and vote on the motion itself, or can we vote on an amended motion altogether?
There was a second. I think you have to approve the amendment and then vote on the motion. Okay.
All right, so we have an amendment to the motion on the floor, and that is to amend the motion to change the description of the pent roof to one with a standing seam, with the seams no more than 1 inch in height, and the width of the panels to reflect what is in the photograph from 1890. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries. So now that amendment has been approved, so now that brings us back to the full motion for the COA, now that it is amended. So any further discussion on the full motion? If not, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to follow a recommendation of the Historic Architectural Review Board and direct President of Council to sign the following certificate of appropriateness, thereby approving the historical appropriateness of the application with final approval by the Code Enforcement Officer. COA 10-042H, applicant Gasper Landscapes, Inc., 130 South Chancellor Street, Ward Residence. The applicant is seeking a certificate of appropriateness for the installation of steps, wall, patio, and fencing. HARB recommended approval of the application as presented, noting that the fence location would be as clarified on the site plan at the meeting, the fence, gate, and arbor to be painted cedar, the fence and gate to be scalloped, all existing wrought iron fencing to be removed.
Is there a second?
Second?
Been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Is the applicant here? Okay, you are. Okay, any questions for the applicant? Does the applicant have any questions for us? Okay, if not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right. I'd like to make a motion to follow the recommendation of the Historic Architectural Review Board and direct President of Council to sign the following certificate of appropriateness, thereby approving the historical appropriateness of the application with final approval by the Code Enforcement Officer. COA 10-043H, resident Nicholas Squillis, thank you, 116 Jefferson Street. The applicant is seeking a certificate of appropriateness for the replacement of a tin roof with asphalt shingles like the main roof of the residence. HARB recommended approval of the application as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Is the applicant here for this one? Oh, you are. Any questions for the applicant? Does the applicant have any questions, comments? No? Okay. If not, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.